What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be looking at Dollar General and whether or not it's a buy in March 2025. So these three charts you see here, the top one is the stock price, the middle one is earnings per share, and the bottom one is the PE ratio. So starting in 2010, you can see this middle chart, the earnings per share steadily grew. And if you look at the top, the stock price followed. It just kind of went steadily up. Until about 2019, this middle chart, the earnings per share really skyrocketed, as did the stock price, this top chart. Until here, of course, when earnings finally started dipping back down and the stock price followed, except the stock price dipped way more than the earnings per share. The earnings per share here at around the peak was $10.61, and down here it's at $6. So that's a difference of about 40%. Yet the stock price is down 70% today. The stock price is down way more than the actual fundamentals. Today, the earnings per share is at $6, yet the stock price is at 74. So if you go back in time and look at when was the earnings per share around $6, it was right here. And if you look at the top chart, the price when its earnings were at this level, the stock price was at $118. And if you look at the PE ratio, this bottom chart stayed steadily between 15 and 20. And then in 2019 and 2020, it started rising, got up to 23. But today, the PE ratio is down to 12. So keep an eye on this earnings per share chart. I'd like to see what it does in the future. It looks like this was its biggest dip right here, and now in the past few reports it's kind of been leveling off. So the next one, I would guess it to be kind of flat or maybe just a tad lower, but then I would expect it to start steadily increasing again. So that tells me that the stock today is pretty undervalued. And if you look at the earnings forecast, it says the same thing. If you go back in time, 2017, you can see that steady growth. It really popped off in 2020, stayed high in 2021 and 2022. Then in 2023, it fell drastically. In 2024, it fell further. But the forecast, it has it going slightly up from 2024. And then 2026 and beyond, it goes even higher. So that tells me the same thing, that fundamentally the earnings per share has bottomed out, and I would expect the stock to increase from here.